If you're a video game collector like me, you likely spend a lot of your free time fawning over Comic-Con exclusive merch or just general gaming ephemera you'll never be lucky enough to breathe on. This is an easy well to fall down with PS4 consoles in particular, which over its lifetime has amassed several limited edition consoles that not only look good, but actually you highly want to covet. From commemorative editions that celebrate important PS4 anniversaries, to tie-in consoles that are now proving so elusive you have to pay sky high in the hundreds for them. These are the 5 rarest PS4 consoles, and if you own any of these, you're pretty much already set for retirement. Easily the most iconic and instantly recognisable rare PS4 on this list, the 20th anniversary special edition console released in 2014 to celebrate 20 years of the brand. What makes it the rarest PS4 SKU comes in how only 12,300 of them were ever produced, coupled with the fact that it was never listed for purchase via traditional retail avenues, instead being distributed at the time via elaborate competitions and Easter egg hunts. Its chassis design might be beholden to the classic launch PS4 model, but the unit itself is coloured in the nostalgia-fueled grey players should recognise from the original PS1. The 20th anniversary special edition is a perfectly packaged love letter to Sony's first console, coming complete with a similarly coloured PS4 camera and DualShock 4. If you were to pick one up today, it easily set you back £1,500, which is arguably a small price to pay if you want to own a true piece of PlayStation history. The reinvention of God of War's Kratos was always going to be worthy of celebration, and in 2018, alongside the game, Sony happily obliged by releasing a special edition PS4 Pro, coloured in silver with golden accents and styled with Nordic runes. And while we'll admit that the top portion of this console looks a bit like a Sky Plus HD remote, it's not hard to feel even more epic playing 2018's God of War than when on this machine. This God of War Special Edition being a Pro easily makes it an ideal pickup for those wanting to experience this new interpretation of the series in its best visual quality possible. Its corresponding DualShock 4 controller even looks smart, with the classic God of War logo imprinted on the touchpad and a Nordic serpent emblem featured prominently on the right side grip. It wasn't too tricky to pick up one of these around launch, but these days listings suggest that getting one costs in the region of £850. Originally released to commemorate PlayStation selling 500 million systems in its 24 years on the market, the aptly named 500 million celebration 2TB PS4 Pro hit shelves in mid-2018 and featured an attractive translucent blue chassis design. Unfortunately, this limited edition sold out almost immediately after it went up for pre-order, so much so that most people that registered their interest had to be entered into a lottery to try and secure themselves one. The 500 million Celebration PS4 came with 2TB of storage and was again a Pro model, but there only being roughly 50,000 in existence makes this an extremely tricky console for collectors to pin down. It's the second rarest PS4 console, with only the 20th anniversary edition beating it out for scarcity. Admittedly, the console's design is sleek, notable for being the only PS4 console to sport a partially translucent design that allows you to see inside the unit. Its extremely limited availability means that buying one usually means parting with at least £1,000. Nathan Drake's last hurrah was commemorated in 2016 with the launch of this Uncharted 4 A Thief's End Special Edition PS4. Touting a cool gunmetal grey colour that features just a hint of blue, the console prominently shows a silkscreen print of Drake himself on the top, evoking a sombre tone that ties in nicely to Uncharted 4's sense of finality. The DualShock 4, as you might expect, is drenched in the same colour, making for one of the smartest looking rare PS4 sets. This limited edition console was rounded off nicely by featuring Drake's signature mantra, Sic Parvis Magna, just above the disc slot, etched in gold and of course translating in English to Greatness from Small Beginnings. Getting this one pre-owned actually isn't too tricky, but if you were to buy it new and boxed, you're looking at somewhere in the region of £400 to £500. It's crazy to think that players had been waiting a not insignificant 6 years for a new single-player installment by the time Final Fantasy XV rolled around. Such patience was rewarded in 2016, however, with the release of a deluxe limited edition Final Fantasy XV 1TB PS4 Slim console. But what makes this rare PS4 one of the most notable and sought after is just how subtle its design is, with the unit retaining the PS4's classic black colour and instead using this tone to complement an embossed lunar moon that's sprawled out on the top.
As with any limited edition tie-in console, the Final Fantasy 15 1TB PS4 Slim could be pre-ordered relatively easily at the time, but in the years since, buying one new will now cost you roughly £500 on eBay, or in excess of £1,200 if we're to go buy a listing on Amazon. Either way, the Final Fantasy 15 1TB PS4 Slim is one that's not often talked about these days, and it being largely forgotten about by mainstream PS4 players has led to this inherent elusiveness just 3 years on.
So there you have it, 5 of the rarest PS4 consoles ever released. Do you have any of these? If so, let us know in the comments below how you can buy them, and if so, how much you're willing to negotiate. But until next time guys, don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe, and be sure to ring that bell if you want to stay updated with all of our latest videos at Console Deals. Have a good rest of your week.